Come July 10th, over 2.6 million voters will go to polls in Singapore in what is being called a watershed election for the island nation. Explaining his decision to hold elections during a pandemic, Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong said that a fresh mandate would allow the government to decisively respond to the outbreak and its impact.
We need a capable government with a strong backing of the people to do all that needs to be done on your behalf and see us through these tumultuous times. An election now, when things are relatively stable, will clear the decks and give the new government a fresh, full 5-year mandate.
Unlike the previous elections, Singapore will miss its mega political rallies due to the COVID-19 safe distancing measures. Their voter meet and greet sessions or walkabouts would also be limited. Instead, parties will take the hustings onto the airwaves. They will need to leverage online tools, social media, and airtime on national free-to-air TV channels to attract voters.
The opposition parties are obviously not delighted, with there being no fiscal rallies for this general election. They will continue to have to walk the ground. They probably will have to exercise greater caution, which means that the number of households they could cover a day, would be lower. In terms of the online campaigning, because you will have many online rallies going on at the same time. And that means, the importance of not just attracting voters to go to your online rally site, but to remain there. That's very challenging for the opposition parties.
There are also concerns that Singaporeans might prefer to go with the incumbent that has already dealt with the COVID-19 crisis.
Voters will have to navigate this very, in a way, demanding elections for them. On the one hand, recognizing the importance of a tried and tested government, at the same time, keeping the government on its toes and taking the view whether a strong opposition presence, could in fact get the government to do even better.
Meanwhile, in terms of voter safety, the Elections Department has issued a slew of measures for polling day. Voters will be required to wear masks, gloves, and maintain 1 meter safe distancing at all times. They will also have their temperature taken, and those with respiratory symptoms or fever will be refused entry. To reduce the number of voters at each location, polling booths will be increased from 880 to 1,100. The jury is still out on whether the people will overwhelmingly back the ruling PAP or put a strong opposition in parliament. But it will definitely be one of the most keenly contested and watched elections in the city-state. Miro Lu, CGTN, Singapore.